morning, ladies. Monday morning. You might have spent the entire weekend Christmas shopping and feel bankrupt. I haven't done any yet, but I wanted to take you this morning to Space NK, where I've shopped for 24 years, and I want to know, does it still deliver on those cultish, fantastic brands? Because when they launched that long ago, it was the only place you could go to get certain brands, and I don't know if that still applies. They have a big online presence, but there's a few competitors like Cult Beauty and Violet Grey, and then there's Amazon. You can go and shop for every different location for brands now. So I'm just going to show you some of my all-time favorites that I have bought here continuously over the years that never fail to impress when you're feeling like you've got a few pennies to spend. Okay, discreet now, Anna, discreet. Okay, let's start with my favorite, the metal polish. I must have spoken about this so many times, Dr. Lancer, put it that way. And this is a really brilliant exfoliator. I've used it, I use the one for problem skin, which I don't have when I want a really big exfoliation. You can use sensitive skin, and it's just the size of the exfoliation, how gentle it is. One has more moisturizing properties in it. I think the sensitive skin one. He's an American dermatologist based in LA, and he does a lot to do with peeling. You meet his wife, who I met, who's quite, in fact her name is Dani, because this is a new product they have called Glowing Skin Perfector, which is quite nice. It doesn't have an SPF, but it has a kind of, you know, I'm going to show you 3 products in the store that do this, which just give you something that isn't a moisturizer and is more than a primer, and it just gives you a glow by the time I'm done in the store. But Dani, the wife, probably is 60, looks 40, because she's had so many lasers on her face and she has this incredible skin. Another good product I like, oh my god, I could be here hours. You're going to ask me also the prices of everything, so let me just, I don't know if they are yet, Dani, but let me just do that, because I will do a vlog entry later, but this is more just to give you a sense of, if money was no object and you came in here, what would you buy? Because there's many things you could buy, lots of people who was trying to sell you everything, but what should you head for? Okay, so their exfoliator, £48. You could be opposite in Beaute, getting the Aven one. If you want to indulge, I'll do this one. They have a lip product, and this is a lip product that you put it on and it's got that sort of mint or camphor in it, something like that, which really makes your lips tingle. So it plumps your lips, not that I need that. These are my own, but they are huge. And it kind of just gives you volume. It's quite sticky. I like things sometimes that aren't that sticky, but it needs that consistency for the mint and the different ingredients to sit in order to react to your lips and blow them up a little bit. Those are my top products from Lancer. All right, now let me just see. Oh, the most expensive range on the block here. There's 2 products I want to show you. You know, we talk a lot, and I'm going to do a post on this about peeling. And this is Natura Bisse, who I love, that sheer product I've talked about, the one which is a concealer and eye cream had a baby. They have the product, the Cure. It's not on the shelf now, so I can't show you. This is their mask. This is the strongest glycolic mask you can buy on the shop floor anywhere, I think. It has a very high concentrate of glycolic acid, but it really tingles on skin. It's not for sensitive skin, this. It's for somebody who's a hearty. So when I do my regime, I will do Dr. Lancer, exfoliate my skin, and then I'll do this Glyco peel, and you really notice the difference afterwards. Every bit of dead skin is off your face. It's unbelievably expensive. I buy one of these a year. It's £189. But you need the tiniest amount to get a change. You literally, I think it says 3 pumps. The pump is minuscule, so it could last you a year. But it's. I did a preempt this. None of these products are going to be cheap, because that's not what Space NK delivers.
Trinny, how often do you do the mask?
I do this mask probably once a week. Yeah, I do it once a week. Don't want to do more than that. Other products here, delicious, lovely, but you know, will that sort of renewal lift cream for £300, you know, be any different from the Una Brenner one? I don't know, you know. I think moisturising creams are more about hydration of your skin, how you feel it feels, you know, it's got a great texture when you put it on. So I find that with a daily moisturiser, I don't need to spend money. And with a facial oil, if you spend good money, you get what you pay for with facial oils. And serums, I think you get what you pay for, apart from the Ordinary and Glow, which we're going to go into in great detail when we do our serum story in a few weeks. But things like a Glyco peel, I think you have to pay for. I sort of believe that. Okay, let's go now. Let's just go to some makeup now. All right. By Terry is a lovely range. We're at Becca now. Where's my Becca? We didn't start at Becca actually. Becca is, I think, I'm going to be really awful here to not know this, where it started from. Australia. I think it started in Australia, Becca. And Becca do fantastic quality products. I love them. And they have a foundation that I'm trying now, which is this foundation, which I've been using for a little bit. The thing that's most irritating is it has a pipette, so you put it on in a weird way. And this foundation is, what one is it called, this one? The Perfecting, Illuminated Perfector. The colour's too dark for me, but it rubs in well, and it doesn't leave much on your skin, so you don't feel you're covered in foundation. It's a very, very nice product, and they have 3 different ranges of foundation, Becca, but they're really good about skin. And the other thing I love, really could be here, is their lip and cheek tints. And I use their lip and cheek. Did I say lip and cheek? Lip and cheek tints. I've used these for years. My favourite colours I'm going to tell you are watermelon, which is here, and I'm afraid I don't know how much these are because they have to get them out for you. But watermelon is a kind of reddish stain. I can put a tiny bit on here. It's like you've bitten your lip. It's not very drying, so when you put it on your lip, you don't feel the dryness that a lip and cheek can do. And then I put a little bit on here. I use that a lot in the summer, and I love that colour, watermelon. I also like
the price.
I don't know the price. You're going to have to look. Excuse me. Do you know how much the lip and cheek? Oh, there is a list of price. Oh, Mike, it's okay. I'm blind. I'm gonna tell you. Let me just get my glasses for you, ladies. Okay, so I've got so much to get through, but I'm going to tell you how much that is. Where is it? Lip and cheek. Lip and cheek. No, they call it beach tint. That's the thing. They also call it beach tint, and it's £20. Okay. The other colours I like. So there's some colours. If you want a really nude lip and you're a blonde, I would go for Fig, which is a lovely nude colour. You can see like that. It's got a tiny bit of purple in it. But if you're dark skinned, that will look a bit washed out on you. So you have to be pale skin and palish hair, and then that works very well. Raspberry's a bit pinkier, grapefruit I like, guava. Oh, good. Guava's a sort of pinkier shade. Looks quite bright there, but you rub it in, and it's just, you know, that kind of little baby's cherub lips. That's how it would be. But great product. Lasts very well as a lip tint. Sorry, I know where all the product skins are. Clean up your face. It lasts well. They've been going for a long time. They're a great brand. I like their whole attitude to the face. They don't want to pile on the makeup. They want you to naturally the best you can look. So, lip and cheek, sheer foundation. Okay. Gosh, I'm just about to split the paper. Okay. Lipstick queen. Oh, lipstick queen. This lady started. She just started with a few lipsticks, and she's focused her whole brand on your lips. And when somebody just drills deep down, you really feel they understand that area incredibly well. So she has many different variations of lipstick, and she has some things which you might, if you ever travel on BA, you might see it there more than anywhere else, which is, I'm trying to find it here, it's her lip tint, and it's called Lip Frog. So this is her lip tint, which 8 people do in the store, which goes to the colour of your skin. But this one is actually a nice colour it goes to, because even though they always say they go to the colour of your skin, I always find this one isn't too pink, so it's going to slowly change colour. It's got a bit of a coolness in it, so it's like a washed out red. I love the name, but it's Frog to a Prince. Now you can ask me the price. I'm going to tell you, because that's what I do for my girls. Okay, Frog Prince, £22. Lasts forever. I've had mine for a year and a bit. Lasts really well. And they also have, interestingly, the blusher doing the same. Don't hide, you know. Put the lip on the cheek. There's nothing different about those two products. They're just a different container. So if you put that on there, you will get a red lip. I mean a red cheek. Okay. Another one. In fact, if I've got it here, I'm going to show you because it's the colour I've got on right now. This is my one, so you know I'm not shoplifting. And this is one of my favourite, nudie with a tiny bit of colours. And I'm going to see if they have it here. It's called Float. It's a weird colour. But the consistency is sort of lip gloss and lipstick had a baby. It's really, really pretty colour. One of my, you know, it takes a long time sometimes to find that nudie, not washing you out lip with a bit of pink in it. And let me see if they have it here. I don't want to let you down. So it's in this category. And I'm not seeing it. It might be somewhere. Float. Okay, that's my one. They also have here some kind of lip glosses, which are a kind of, you know, a little bit of shine there. But I don't always feel that I can get in and get lots. So I like their lipsticks a lot more. That's their key product. I will show you everything. Key product, yes, let's just this way. Key thing to buy here to me are the lip changers, some of the lipsticks, and also, sorry, the lip balm. I'm using, which one am I using at the moment? I'm using this one at the moment, and it's a really pretty balm with a little bit of colour. It's got a very, very nice consistency, and it's keeping my lips hydrated. So I do love that at the moment. Going on, Métier de Beauty is a make that is actually from New York, and I discovered it in New York at the top floor of Bergdorf Goodman a few years ago, and I was struck by their eyeshadow colours. And I did my eyes on Facebook a while ago, and a lot of you said, what colour have you got in your eyes? And it was these colours here. They have some really pretty colours. This colour I love, just to put on the eye. Let me just do it for you now. So I'm just going to do a little blind highlight. I don't usually use powder, but can you see that,
yeah.
Anna? And then I might, that's a lovely colour, not for me, I couldn't do that. I've done the navy on a blue eye, and that's actually for a hazel eye, to make a smoky with that blue. It's, I gotta tell you, it's so beautiful. Now, I'm not gonna have here, well, how good is that? I'm being sarcastic, you can't see what colours they are, because that's gonna be really infuriating when you're online. So I'm not going to be able to show you the colours. I'm not going to show you the colour. No, I'm not going to be able to get that out. Okay. They're great colours, and you've got to come in store. That's all I can say. All right, that's that one.
Trinny, there's some like long wear lipstick.
Long wear lipstick.
Or a lip gloss.
Queen do a long wear lipstick. They do. Hang on, let me just see here if I can find it for you. There's this stays. Yes, this one has a lot of pigment in it, and the staying power. This one. Okay, so Saint and Sinners is their range, which is the lipstick, which is kind of in a lip gloss format, and this does stay well. This is kind of called staying power, so you can see that it's more than a lip gloss, more than a lip tint. It feels like a lipstick, but they call it Saint and Sinner Lip Tint. It only comes in 4 shades, but they're nice, quite natural shades. My favourite shade is actually this shade here, which is similar to that lip balm, but it's just a kind of nudie shade. And then Saint and Sinners, they have in a lipstick range. So these have a lot of staying power, these lips. But they're sort of sheer at the same time. I can't describe properly. You don't feel like you're wearing a thick, thick lip, but they just stay. They have a bit of tint that's sitting on your skin and staying there. That's what it's called, 2 by 10. Aucoin got so much blusher on, I've just noticed. Okay, I'm going to whisk through because I could be here all day. By Terry, they do a load of stuff. She started Touche. She was the one who invented Terry, the Touche stick that you Saint and then she went off and she did her own range by Terry. And she's incredibly good on skin. So I've never bought any of her eye shades. I don't think she dominates in that field, but in terms of her skin, she really does. And one she's most famous for is the Light Expert brush. So I'm going to try and find the color that's me, which is, I think, this one. And it comes out, oh my goodness, I did way too much. And you can use this, which I wouldn't actually use for foundation because I think the brush isn't right, but it's sort of, you really have to rub it in. I've chosen the wrong color, but it's good coverage. But it's a big brush. So the one I actually prefer, let me just get the one I like, is the Densiliss Anti-Wrinkle, this one here. And I have, I think, number 4. And this is a serum foundation. So there's a lot of movement now to, it's called mixology in cosmetics, and it's where skincare and makeup come together and make a baby. So I always felt that Terry was the first one to do this, so I'm going to put a bit of that on. And when she says it fills in your lines as a foundation, I kind of always put this on at night. I don't wear it in the day, but I do feel that my skin looks quite flawless when I wear it. The colours can be a little bit tricky because she doesn't do for women of colour. She sort of stops at a light caramel, and I think that's the one downside of her range, is that you don't get a really big mixture of colour. But consistency very good. Other people swear by it, but I don't like it. But I'm just telling you what other people. Why am I? Anyway, she has a lip balm. Baume de Rose, this one. She has her original, this is now coloured, but the original one I always felt was a bit white on, and like, it's got a great consistency. I'm trying to see if I see it here. It comes in a pot like this, and it's sort of pale pinky. And since she's done the coloured ones, I like the coloured ones.
Like said that they have great under eye concealer.
They do. It depends how thick you want to have it, but they have this full coverage concealer brush, which is an easier brush to apply than the thinner one, and you can kind of put it everywhere. So let me just take for you, I'm going to do, because I've always found that I kind of have a problem with their colours. You see, look, that's 3 and that's 4, so they change a lot. There's 4 shades, but I'll show you their under eye. It does give good coverage. So we could compare it to, I'm just going to go down, when you put concealer on, go in the corner of your eye, if you like me and you have a dark bit there, and then come down here and then blend it out. Always better than just doing a sort of panda eye. So that's hers, and I'm going to show you now the other very good concealer in the shop, which is NARS. Let's see if I can find the colour I use, and it's Radiant Creamy Concealer because it's not that. So the problem I have with a lot of these companies is that I'm in between 2 shades. So I'm just going to take those and put them together. I'm putting together, just so you know, ladies, probably my best shade actually is medium. Okay, sounds right. So put this on here. I'm not using a mirror, so I have no idea what I'm doing. But you can see the consistency of the two. Have I rubbed it in, Anna?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
A bit more. It doesn't really crease into your eyes. It has good coverage. And it's very good concealer. So top concealer would be NARS and would probably be also Laura Mercier. Let me take the other side. I want to show you 1 or 2 more skincare products. These are good little things to know. Space NK was started by, come back here because Space NK was started by Nikki Kinnard, that's why you have the N and the K. She started it it's been going about 24 years, so she started in let me do my math, 1993, Anna looked it up for me, thank you, 1993. And 12 years later she sold it. So she had the first 12 years of, you'd come here and you'd discover brands you never knew, and it was so exciting. And you think every week, what is there new? And then it was bought by this company, which is a kind of a big fund called Manzanita. And they also then bought Kevyn Aucoin, Yves L'Homme, and Diptyque, which is a candle maker. And that all of those businesses are actually owned by the people who own the Gap in America. So you kind of, it's very interesting when you get near the top how close everyone's related. But when they bought Kevyn Aucoin, who was an amazing American makeup artist who died, they redid a lot of it. And there's a few key products here I do like. And one of them is their bronzer and contour, which is in a cream, which is not here. Which is not here. It sits there. Okay. All I can tell you is I will review it because it's the only highlighter and contour that I like in a cream base, and it's a kind of greyish colour for contour. But he's so known for contouring. Before anyone did contouring, Kevyn Aucoin was contouring women behind the scenes at catwalk shows and doing it beautifully. So they brought a bit of that back. They've redone the foundations, so if any of you tried foundation before that was in this kind of stick thing, they've changed that, which is good because it was really not a good product. And they've got very nice lip shades here and consistencies. But the only product I buy is this one, and it's not here. Okay.
Anything for open pores?
Open pores. You know what I need to do? I need to do more research on open pores because my knowledge of open pores is from when I had acne and my skin was worse, and it's been a few years. So I will think about the products that are good. I know I love a lot of products across the road. Beaute at La Roche-Posay, they have an open pore range, a problem skin range, and I'm still researching it, but I want to come back to you ladies and give you what I think my top solutions are. So let me research more. But if you have open pores and you're looking at a cosmetic finish, I would buy Dr. Feelgood by Benefit because it's this weird wax and you put it on and it closes your pores and evens out your skin tone without you putting powder on. So if you have an over-sebaceous gland, which means you produce too much oil on your face, put this on after your makeup instead of powder. You won't look caked, you'll look more natural, and you'll take away the shine. That's my one pore thing I love. Totally. So, Yves L'Homme. 3 products. Their cleanser, which is here. And this is the first product that Yves L'Homme started with, and when I did my cleansers last week on Facebook, I started with Yves L'Homme, and she does this really great cleanser. I wish you could smell it. It smells of camphor and some kind of cocoa butter, shea butter base. It's this thing that, balms into your skin, and you use a hot muslin cloth, and you take it off and you use that muslin cloth slightly to exfoliate. But great product. I've left foundation on it. Hang on. But I've dirtied up their pot. Get that nice clean. Other one I like when I have spots is, and also whoever's saying about open pores, a brilliant mask, and it hasn't changed. Some of the ingredients of Yves L'Homme change when Space and Care bought it, I have to say, because Yves L'Homme told me, because she sold the company. But one thing that hasn't is their rescue mask, and I'm just going to try and find here their rescue mask. Which wouldn't that be amazing if it wasn't here? It's such a famous here. There it is. It used to come in a tube as well, and it's got a lot of camphor in it. When you smell it, you smell minty camphor. It's got the oils, essential oils in it, and it's got clay. But it's a fantastic consistency of products. You put it on like this, and it's very, moisturized, and then it goes hard. And you take it off. But I feel whenever my face is inflamed or I just need rescuing, it does what it says on the tin, and I love that. This is since Space and Care bought this, Yves L'Homme would never have produced something like that, which is just using the brand name since they've got it to expand the range, because the principles that she swore by is not to use moisturizer at night. She just never did it. She said your skin's got to breathe, you've got to rebalance out, you've got to let your sebaceous glands produce natural oil, and if you hydrate too much from above, you will then you'll fake your skin into believing you don't need so much hydration to be created internally, so your skin will become drier. That's what she felt, and there's something interesting in that, because there's something really true in it. Okay, by Terry, she does a skincare range. She had a mask which is called a radiance mask, and she changed the ingredients of it, so I'm really depressed and I can't deal with it anymore. I love this actually. I haven't used this for ages. Hang on, I gotta find the right one. I haven't used that for ages. This is a serum from Amritzico. And I'm just going up now because Anna's filming me like this. So it's Super 16. I don't know what's in it. Okay, it's just a serum that I picked up one day and I've used. Whenever I use it, I feel that it gives hydration, gives a bit of glow, tightens my pores, and I could use it without moisturizer. And I just like it. I like the consistency, I like the smell. And sometimes we can be told endlessly all the ingredients that are in a product, but it's about our relationship with it on our hands, on our skin, how we feel it goes in, how we feel our skin looks afterwards, and that's the best way I can tell if something's working, whatever ingredients might be said to be in a product. Okay. So, Sunday Riley. I might be together.
They were asking about that.
Yes, Sunday Riley. She's been around now, God, I don't know for how many years, but she had a very famous English facialist help her a little bit get into Space NK, and she has got some of the highest ingredient combinations in her range, according to a friend of mine who is this facialist, and it's amazing. They can sit on the shop floor. I was in fact once in Space NK when somebody came back saying I've used this and I broke out, and she had very sensitive skin, and the product is so strong in good genes and the ingredients are so strong that you have to have a skin that's not sensitive in order to use it. But if you can use it, this is one of the best products I think in the store, and I hope the price will be on the bottom here. It's £85, and you know, she sort of says, oh, it's skin brightening, it's naturally does this, does that, it's clinically proven, 100% of women said this, 100% of women said that. All I can tell you is you put it on and you use it for 2 weeks and you'll feel your skin changes texture, because those lactic acids in there and the other acids are resurfacing your skin on a daily basis. It's an exfoliator, but it's a liquid exfoliator as opposed to a granular exfoliator. I'm actually going to try one of these now because I've run out. The lunar oil, a lot of people swear by, but I don't want, when I put on an oil, I'm just telling you, this is just me, some people might say it's fantastic, I don't want my skin to turn a bit blue. And that's what happens when you use that product. I don't particularly, you know, it's one thing using some toothpaste when you've got a spot or doing some funny little thing next to your partner, but blue skin, no. This is fantastic. Their cleanser, I love their cleanser. I've only just discovered their cleanser actually. This is my newest cleanser to add to my list of favourite cleansers. I think, did I include Ivana in my top 7? I didn't. Did I not?
No, I think
I don't know if I did or not. But it's an exfoliating cleanser. There we go, looks blue. But you put it on and it's granular, but it's hydrating. This is probably the one cleanser that I have used where I have not felt afterwards I must put a moisturiser on quickly or a serum. It's really fantastic, and I like the way it melts into my skin and yet it's still exfoliating. It works well. I will put all the details of that up. And my third product, which is something I use endlessly, and I'm going to buy a new one now, if they have one in stock, is this. It's a primer, but it's not a primer. I use it as a tinted moisturiser. So we come in the mirror here, I'll put some on it. And I use this every day. I use it with my concealer and then I'm out the door. It's got silicone in it, and silicone people might think is a bad thing, but if silicone's positioned in the right way in ingredients, this has a kind of counterbalancing product for this. Silicone can give some women spots, but they put something else in the primer that kind of stops that happening, and it you know, the benefit of a silicone is it goes on and glides onto your skin incredibly smoothly. It's called a breathable primer, but I will use it as a tinted moisturizer. I use this on TV actually. I really rate it. And I'll tell you, there is one here. I'll tell you how much it is. It is £38. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to get the right one for me. I can't see if that's light. I want the good jeans. That's me done. Anything else you want? Oh, very, very quickly. Ultimate Cleanse, Sarah Chapman. She took her inspiration from Eve Lom, but it is a good cleanser. It comes in pump action, very similar to Eve Lom. That's kind of balm effect. Take it off with a hot flannel, but good, very good actually. So there we are. We've gone around the store. I've introduced you to some things I love. I could go on for another. I could do a part 2 from Space NK, but I hope this has been helpful, and I hope it's introduced you to some new brands. I'm going to actually finish with 2 things. This is their first proper big, expensive organic range they've put in here, and there's, you know, lots of beauty vloggers have Tata Harper endlessly on their beauty vlogs, and I have been using the reparative. No, I haven't been. I've been using this glycolic, which I don't rate so much. I've been using the rejuvenating serum, which I really do rate. It's a wonderful serum. And the herbal essence, if you can afford to spend a bit of money on something that isn't a toner but gives you a bit of hydration, you could spray this on anytime. It's got a smell which isn't really floral, it's kind of bitter floral, which I sort of like actually, but it gives a bit of hydration, and it's a nice intro to the product. And you can use it along with your skincare regime and just have it in between doing your cleanser and your serum. You put it on at that place, or in the sun. You could do it if you're going on a winter holiday. I think it'd be great just to have, when you don't want much moisture on your face, you put that on and then put on your SPF. Last thing, because I can't not have this in, is Hourglass, because my favourite new foundation is here, which is this one called Vanish, and I don't know if I did it on Facebook, but I've done it on Instagram. The miracle of this, how good is that? Goes 26 skin shades, okay? It's not often you see that to that and 24 shades in between. And the consistency is very good. It's 40-something pounds, but it goes in, it covers, sorry that's the wrong colour for me, but it covers and it doesn't usually leave any residue. And it sits and you feel your skin breathes, and it's quite a new product. I love it. Anyway, that's it ladies, I'm going to pay. See you Wednesday. We might be going down to some inexpensive clothing shopping.